Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
What, in your mind, is the ending point of this situation? Does he stay in Green Bay? Does he go to Denver? Does he go somewhere else?
I have zero inside information, so just take what I say and throw it out the door. But I lean he does not play. I lean he doesn't play at all this year.
Wow.
I actually lean he does get the Jeopardy job. He sort of takes that role, and thus that compensates for the loss in football. Because I don't even think
like Jeopardy too. I guess I won't watch it anymore.
I don't even think he wants to play for the Broncos. Honestly, I think he just wants to stick that $36 million cap hit to the organization, so they can't go anywhere else, and they're stuck with Jordan Love. And it wouldn't be shocking if he came back in 2022, and then they're forced to cut him because they still have that cap hit on their books.
That is so interesting. So interesting.
He's a spiteful guy. He there's no one who wants vengeance more than Aaron Rodgers.
He's so special too. It's crazy.
He's great.
He's won the MVP last year. He's at the highest level right now. You can get a lot for him. Why wouldn't you want to trade him? It doesn't make any sense. You can get a lot back for Aaron Rodgers. To me, you move on and you do whatever you can to get Aaron Rodgers out of there. He doesn't want to play for your organization. He doesn't want to play for your team.
Also, how about you call the guy and tell him you're drafting a quarterback? Why don't you just be honest with the Star? This is the same reason Bart Starr got run out of town. The same reason Brett Favre got run out of town. You're lucky enough to hit at that spot three special quarterbacks in a row, right? Franchises are still going on and on without one guy they can buy jerseys.
The Jets.
Let alone three guys, and yet they're still treating them like dirt. They're still treating them like numbers on a spreadsheet. It's wild. Bruce Arians even said before the Kyle Trask pick, he called Brady. No one cares about Kyle Trask. Whatever, pick him 3 times. No one gives a shit. And here are the Packers with Aaron Rodgers. Like after MVP or before MVP, we're still taking Jordan Love. It's crazy.
That got to be the most interesting Aaron Rodgers theory I've heard so far.
I
like it.
It's great.
So speaking of that, Davante Adams is the other end of that kind of thing. So both with fantasy and with reality, again, if there is no Aaron Rodgers, if Davante Adams is in Green Bay, or he might even get traded, those rumors coming out, he wants to go play with Derek Carr in Oakland now amidst all these rumors as well. So what do you think is the outlook for him as a whole, either in Oakland or in Green Bay, if Aaron Rodgers is not his quarterback?
And I have heard that Davante Adams, like the Packers are working towards a mega deal with him right now to make him the league's highest paid wide receiver. And if that's the case, that's actually like a spit in the face of Rodgers, because that means even though they love each other, Rodgers and Adams, like that means that money's going towards Adams and not towards bringing Rodgers back. So that's pretty telling if that happens. Either way, though, you have to go back far to think of like how high of a floor Davante Adams has had for fantasy. And it's come with Aaron Rodgers, right? But since he returned from injury in week 9 of the 2019 season, Davante Adams has averaged 11 targets per game from Aaron Rodgers. He's played 25 games with Aaron Rodgers. Just insane. And so with Jordan Love, who wasn't a good prospect coming out of Utah, by the way. That's the issue here. He's an athlete. He's a rushing prospect, but his arm was never something people were trying to draft. He only had a first-round grade from one team, the team that reached on him, the Packers. So it's very hard to assess what he'll be in the NFL, but you would have to think that comes down, that efficiency comes down quite a bit, and opportunity, especially if it becomes more of a rushing offense. So I worry, and that's why, as I mentioned earlier, I would move him to wide receiver probably 6 or 7. I'll let him jostle with Calvin Ridley and A.J. Brown. I don't know exactly the order I'd have him in, but that's where I'd have him in if we find out that Love is in fact starting.
Mike Greenberg said, how could you put Zach Wilson when they're putting him in position to really succeed with some of the acquisitions he made in the draft, even the free agency? What has Urban Meyer done for Trevor Lawrence? Oh, by the way, he brought in Tim Tebow as a tight end. I mean, he didn't do much. So a lot of people think they brought Trevor Lawrence in to fail out of all the quarterbacks. So that's what I was saying.
No, I think it's a fair assessment. Very quickly, I'll just say the issue is that, like, I think Urban Meyer's like Pete Carroll, where they're just donkey coaches, but their quarterbacks are so good, the quarterbacks won't allow them to fail in spite of what their coaches are doing. So, like, Urban Meyer has done nothing right yet, but Trevor Lawrence is already so good that the Jaguars will not fail. That's how I think Trevor Lawrence is. He's going to lift all tides. It'd be Lawrence 1. I mean, there's a reason he's cited as the golden child. Like, he is the prophecy we've been waiting for, and we've only said that about Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck so far, and both came true. Trevor Lawrence was a gift for quarterbacks ever since he was born. And so just no matter what happens at organization, and he landed in the shittiest division, right? And so, like, the Jaguars could easily just mess around and win this year because that division is so poor.